character in there who's a complete pervert. His name's Bob, and this song's about him. Let's go.
Yeah.
Listen to that shit.
Yeah.
This is unreleased shit right here. You can't hear this anywhere.
By who, though?
The Brock Gleba
Oh,
Experience.
well, dude. That
Dude.
shit is like...
That's like next level.
Yeah, I mean, that's like really underground shit.
Dude. Yeah, you have to be in the know if you want to hear that stuff.
For sure.
Ready for this?
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I do a guitar solo in this.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Does it sound like that one guitar solo?
Like that?
Your buddy did it at one of your previous podcasts. I don't remember what song it was. What was it?
999.
No. The other one from Hell.
Oh, Drug Dealers from Hell. Where it's like,
Yeah, I was like,
let's see. I think it's coming up. Maybe. Let's see. For those who don't know, this is Bob Got Screwed by the Brock Gleba Experience. I'm going to fast forward it, and then I'm going to introduce this fella to your right.
Bob's got screwed his head.
I should reform this band, huh?
you should.
Yeah, it's just me.
Pretty easy enough to do then, right?
I know.
So hell yeah, dude. Or reform it. Motherfucker.
You get a fucking screwed your head. Hold on, let's see it.
When you fuck my daughter in my fucking backseat, you motherfucker.
You get a screw in your head. Hold on, one more.
Took a wormy shit on my floor.
Took a wormy shit.
Only you, Bucky.
All right, I've had enough.
Oh, I like that shit.
Anyway, welcome back to the fourth installment of It's Not That Funny. I'm your host, Brock G. And my special guest today, you might have seen him at Cashland.
Very, very possible.
You might have seen him at Goodwill.
Definitely.
He doesn't frequent the Salvation Army too much because there's nothing but junk in there, like real junk.
Yeah, pretty much.
You might have seen him at the water treatment plant somewhere. We're not going to specify where.
Yeah. One or two or three.
1 or 5.
Somewhere along there, yeah.
But he is my uncle,
Who?
my friend. He is Jeff Albright.
Yes.
Uncle Jeff Albright. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Bucky T. This is Bucky T, by the
Yes,
way.
that's
Our family-
my pseudonym.
Yeah, our family all call him Bucky T for his middle name, Thomas.
Yeah. I don't know why. Like, do I have buck teeth? Or I did when I was a kid?
No, not at all.
No?
No. Although I got a quick story to tell you.
Okay.
About. When you were about, I'm going to say 2, when you lived next door to Grandma and Grandpa's house.
Oh, yeah. Out in Lindsay.
You were, and Lindsay, you were a little dude, and your mom used to give you juice in your bottle every night, right?
Hell yeah, with some liquor.
So you would literally fall asleep in your crib with a bottle of juice, whether it be apple juice or whatever, in your mouth.
Hell yeah.
Well, of course, you had baby teeth. Well, your baby teeth started rotting. So your mom took you to the dentist. Long story short, dentist said, you can't let him go to bed with a bottle in his mouth anymore. So your mom took him away. And, of course, got to be bedtime that first night. You're like, I want a bottle. Your mom's like, no, you can't have a bottle. The dentist said you can't have a bottle. And guess what he said? He said, fuck the dentist. Mind you, he's 2 years old.
No.
True story.
Did I really?
Yes.
Hey, fuck the dentist, man.
He said, fuck the dentist.
You know what's weird about that is, like, out of my sister and my mom and, like, pretty much everybody in my family, I have, like, the nicest set of chompers.
You're pretty sexy.
Yeah, they're not bad.
They're not bad. Look at that. Mine aren't so great. I mean, they're good, but I chew tobacco, so like,
Yeah, we got the best chompers, though.
yeah. Could have been worse. Could have.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, your sister's gator teeth.
Yeah. Sorry, sis.
Love you, Kylie, man.
Yeah.
But you got
Fucking, that's crazy. I was cursing at that young of an age.
Oh, yeah. It was
Hell
funny.
yeah.
He had a sweet mullet, too, like 2-3 years old.
Dude, I actually think I saw a picture of that not too long ago.
Actually,
With, like, I had, like, some kind of, like, wet road sign on my shirt or something. I don't
Yeah,
know,
you were actually at my house, which used to
Really?
live Uncle Willie and Aunt Janice's
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
And I remember you were in there, and Uncle Gene or Uncle Willie, he was throwing like empty beer cans at you. You came over and he's like, it was good shit.
Man, our family's the best.
There's something.
Cameron, I think he had mentioned something last time when he was on here. Cameron said that I have a cool family, and I can't help but agree with him. That's why I was like, have no problem having my uncle on here.
Yeah.
My Uncle Jeff's one of the coolest people ever.
Sort of. I mean,
I think so.
I got you entertained, into the music thing.
Yeah. I will say, like my dad bought me my first guitar, but like he maybe showed me a power chord or something. But like all my other music inspiration came from this guy right here.
Yeah. And
like I got to the point where I make money playing music sometimes.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right. And I'm not that good. I just enjoy music, and
It ain't about being good. It's about having fun.
that's true. I mean, I play a little bit of guitar, a little bit of bass, a little bit of drums, but I'm not fluent at any of them.
And like I caught that virus too because I don't know what to fucking major in. I was like, yeah, I'm a bass
Exactly.
player this week. Yeah, I'm a drummer this week.
Well, I thought you were going to be a bass player.
Yeah, I'm a bass
full-time
player now. We reformed the Jared Katz and the Chimney Sweeps, and we're going to play a show in November.
It is going to happen for you?
It's going to happen. If we keep saying it's going to happen, then it has to happen.
Well, there you go. Do you have anything planned, though, specifically? Like
No.
the Elmore gig or the place?
Yeah,
in
no,
Elmore?
we got to figure out a place to do it.
Okay.
We might do somewhere like in Fremont or something.
And who are the members of this now?
There's me on bass. I take over bass duties since Jared's no longer with us. And then we got Zach Miller, Quad B, Bubba Miller. He's got so many fucking names. But yeah, he's singing.
Does that to do with the beard?
Yeah, he's got the big old beard.
Yeah. He can belt out, man.
I know. That's why it's cool to have him. Like, we've got a pretty charismatic front man. That's cool.
Yeah.
I used to be the front man back way back when, so I need someone to fill my shoes.
Yeah, that's going to be big.
He can
big
do
shoes to
it.
fill.
Yeah. Then we got Cameron Bath Salts on drums, co-owner of
Wait.
Bath Salt Records.
You mean the traitor?
Yes, the trader.
There's a long story behind that. If you
Oh,
guys
I want to hear it.
if you read the comments on previous podcasts, especially ones Cameron was on. Cameron was supposed to come over to our house. We were going to do a Halloween gig
Yeah.
at this house.
We're known to do Halloween gigs.
Right. We were going to do a Halloween gig at this house we're at now, which his sister used to live
Yes.
at. And she had it all planned out. So we got together, myself, Brock, and a friend of mine,
Little dude,
Matt Shaver, which, by the way,
fucking fantastic guitar
he's
player.
a very good guitar player. By the way, it's his birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy
little
birthday,
dude.
Matt.
You old bastard. I think he's 47 or 48 today.
Damn. I thought he was 25.
Yeah.
Doesn't look a day over 25.
So anyways, we got together. We decided we're going to practice for this gig. And Kylie, his sister, decided we want some kind of Halloween-themed songs.
Yeah.
So one of the ones she requested was Them Bones by Alice in
Yeah.
Chains. And we actually learned it, and it actually
Yeah.
sounded pretty damn decent.
I actually just watched that today. I sent it to little Ronnie. He was talking about doing like 90 songs. Like, here, we did one.
Right. What was the other song we did? Them Bones, and there was another one that was kind of Halloween-related, I thought.
Yeah. I know our working name was The Ungrateful Dead.
Yeah, the Ungrateful Dead.
We're not hippies.
But anyways, Cameron was supposed to show up to play drums.
Yeah.
I was going to sing. Brock, you were playing bass.
Yep.
And little dude, Matt Shaver,
Guitar.
was playing guitar.
Shredding guitar, I
Anywho,
might add.
I guess Cameron said, yeah, I'm into it, according to Brock. And I was like, cool, tell him to be at my house Sunday at 2 o'clock, whatever it
Hell
was.
yeah.
Long story short, everybody comes but Cameron. I'm like, where is he? Well, I don't know if he's coming. We text him, no reply. Long story short, we practiced between the three of us, and I played drums, and he never showed up. So hence, he's the traitor.
Yes. He'd rather go to work or hang out with his kids
Yeah.
than motherfucking jam, and that's not okay.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
One time around the ride, it's all you got, Cameron.
Yeah.
And you decided to stay at home and probably crank your meat or whatever you do.
That could have been the best fucking show ever.
I know.
You know that what's funny is me and Cameron ended up playing in the fucking living room anyway.
When?
At Kylie's Halloween party.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
I hauled my drums over. Yeah, you were here. I hauled my drums over, and the PV Bandit
Yes.
112, which is fucking screaming loud.
That's a loud little combo amp.
And the Ibanez 7-string.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking hook that up through there with like this Mesa Boogie fucking knockoff Chinese pedal. It's supposed to make it sound like a Mesa. And dude, it was like complete ear rape. Like all these people are in here playing fucking, we're playing fucking beer pong and like, it's just like every time you'd not hit a note, it'd fucking just feedback city.
Right.
And fucking Cameron just wailing on the drums. Like, oh. Like those people were like, what the fuck is happening? But me and Cameron were having an awesome time. And then this dude came up and started rapping, one of Jen's friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I started rapping and we are playing like metal. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, the night of that party, if you remember correctly, the night of that party, it was literally storming outside.
Oh, yeah, because we're going
It
to
was
play out
raining
in
and
that.
cold and shit. Yeah.
That garage is not playing condition. I don't know what the fuck
Right.
Kylie was talking about.
Right, but she was playing outside. Well, the weather didn't cooperate at all. And I thought, I'm not going to drag all my gear out in the freaking rain. So I asked Kylie, what do you want to do? And I said, you know, we can clean your house. She's like, no, there's not enough room in your house. You know, I'm like, well.
Hell, I made room.
Right. Brock came over and he made room. He said, I'm doing it regardless if you like it or not. And I said, well, okay, you have at it, brother. Do your thing.
Hell yeah.
So it was
We
fun.
fucked people's eardrums up.
You did.
We wondered why everybody left.
Did they leave?
Yeah, Kylie ended up falling asleep at like fucking 10 p.m. Like all her
She
friends
was the
show
host
up.
of the party? And
Yeah, she was the host of the
Jeez.
party who fucking went to bed because she got too drunk way too early.
Oh my
You know how Kylie is.
Yeah.
Not thinking ahead of time.
Well, you know, little people, they can't handle alcohol.
Yeah, little people, big alcohol.
Yeah, the air's thicker down there.
Yeah.
It's rough.
The alcohol hits them heavier, you know? Gravity or something.
Yeah, we love you, Kylie,
Yeah.
regardless.
I should get her on here, but I'm afraid she's going to talk about politics the whole time.
Dude, that would still be awesome.
I know, it'd be
you
hilarious
would.
just me kind of being like, that's kind of weird.
I
That's kind of weird.
I wish you would.
I want to have you and Kylie on here.
Together?
Yeah.
Oh, for the love of God. We got
Dude, I could-
opposing viewpoints on a lot of shit.
I could just have my family like as guests on this podcast and it'd be fun.
It'd be hilarious if you had
Yeah.
a bunch of mics and you got like
Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving, for instance, and you had a podcast for Thanksgiving.
Speaking of that, we're going to have Thanksgiving here.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. We're having Thanksgiving here.
for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm in.
All right. But anyway,
Okay.
yeah, like I have a big like round table.
That'd be hilarious.
Just like have the whole family. Oh my God, that'd be so entertaining. Even if you don't know my family, you'd be entertained. Like, I don't
Yes.
know, we're just all naturally charismatic and stuff. It's fucking awesome.
Especially if you make Gramps or Grandpa.
Yeah.
Brock's grandpa, my dad.
Yeah, he's
He's one of a
fucking.
kind.
That's where I get most of my humor from. You guys.
Yeah. Yours is way better than his. His is just like, I like to annoy the shit
Yeah.
out of you for as long as I can till you blow your top and then I just laugh.
Yep.
That's my grandpa. Or,
Yep.
his dad, or his grandpa, my dad.
Man, shout out to Grandpa.
Grandpa.
I don't know if he ever watches these, but if he does, shout out to you, Gramp.
Well, he's going to have to watch these. He's going to be on it. One
Yeah.
Of these days. Whether he likes it or not.
Yeah, he has. Yeah,
We're going to send him over here, sit him on the couch, throw
Yep.
headphones on, and
sit him on the stoner couch. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get out of this couch.
I know,
It's so
me
fucking
either,
low.
too. I know. I was telling Brock when I first walked in here, I was like, wait a minute, where's the leather couch, the recliners and all that shit? And he's got that in another room.
Yeah, I did some rearranging last night.
Yeah.
I
get
feel
the
bad.
I get the shitty couch.
Well, it's cool because like I can have 3 people in here if I wanted.
That's true. You said you got another mic and shit?
Yeah, I got like this weird splitter thing, and I can do. Yeah, I got a whole other mic right there.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, if someone wanted to come on the show, they could. I could have 2 guests now. It worked out all right.
All right. Yeah.
I don't know if it'll. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'll try that. I'll get a little more ambitious as I go on. But right now, me and one other person,
Yeah.
it's about all I can handle.
Well, just for the record, it's not that funny, Brock.
Yeah, it's really not that funny. I think, what was it when Cameron was here last? We did the whole like history of the chimney sweeps. And like I wanted to name the episode, it's really not that funny. Because like I don't think we're just like we're talking about like our dead friend and stuff. It was depressing.
Yeah, but like I said,
Was it funny? I don't know.
It was. I mean, it wasn't funny, but it was to me, it was entertaining
And was it?
because I've met Jared before. You know,
Yeah.
what I mean? And I
Oh,
kinda
so you got
knew-
to hear the backstory behind that.
Yeah.
Which that leads me to a viewer question.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, a viewer of mine.
Who is the viewer? Can I ask who the viewer is?
His name is Pete Jones the Third.
Pete Jones. Isn't he like a member of like?
The Chimney Sweeps. Yeah.
Oh, I thought like Led Zeppelin. Or not Led
Oh, you're
Zeppelin.
thinking of John Paul
John
Jones.
Paul Jones. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Pete Jones wants to know, what was it like living next door to this Chimney Sweeps and having them play next door?
Well, it wasn't bad until it was like 11 o'clock at night. And,
If it's too loud, you're too old.
well, you know, I personally don't have a problem. Your aunt, on the other hand, you know, she likes to go to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock on a Saturday night, which drives me
Ridiculous.
insane. Yeah, I know. It's too old.
The hell, Aunt Missy.
But other than that, it was cool. Except for I remember when you had your big Halloween
Yeah.
party. Yeah.
Yeah, like what was it like on the other side? Because on our side, it was awesome.
I don't think we were home when
Yeah, you guys might have been out because I remember looking out and like there's like a bunch of fucking cars parked behind Grandpa's garage.
Yes.
I was like, damn, I never realized how many people showed
Yeah, I
up.
know. And I got wind of it beforehand, and I told your mom, who was renting off me at the time.
Yeah.
I was like, I heard there's gonna be a big ass party over here. You better not have a big ass party. Oh no, I don't know anything about a big party.
Yeah, not big.
Well, we went again. I can't remember all the details, but we went somewhere. I remember coming back, and like you said, all those cars were parked up there. I could hear their band jamming pretty much the same 3 tunes over and over again.
Drug dealers from hell.
Yes. Which I got to tell you, by the way, I watched one of your podcasts earlier this week.
Oh,
You guys were
thank you.
talking about drug dealers from hell.
Yeah.
And you were playing it. Long story short, I went to bed thinking of that song. And I woke up in the morning, I'm still thinking of that song.
Hell yeah.
I swear to you, I'm going, drug dealers from hell. I'm taking a shower. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, why am I singing that?
I think we should like record it, like for real. It'd be
You should.
because like I mean, as shitty it is, it's pretty good tune. Mm-hmm. It's catchy.
For sure.
Yeah, we wanted like I remember when we first jammed it, we were like, we got to write something like I don't know, like Cowboys from Hell or something like
Yes.
that. I was
that's
like,
what
man,
you
that's
said.
a little and drug dealers from hell. That was a little more our speed,
But it is. So it's very simple.
but
Like you said, it's
effective.
like 2 chords, but it's like, it sticks in your head if you listen to it a few times. It's like,
Exactly.
what the hell? Why am I singing? You know, why
It's
am I
the
singing
KISS
this?
method. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, it can be simple, stupid,
Yeah.
right?
Well, really, it's because we had no ability to make it more complicated.
but now you can. There's
Yeah, now we can,
technology, yeah.
and it's making it more difficult because like nobody can agree on anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
I'm
hear
like, hey, let's do the 2 chord shit again, and like everybody's like, hey, let's overcomplicate it. It's
right.
like, no, man, that ruins the magic.
Dude, it's just like Buck Cherry 13.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
The album's called
Oh,
13
okay.
with Crazy Bitch and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
The reason it's called 13 is they recorded the whole album in 13 days.
Oh shit.
So hence keep it simple, stupid. They
Yeah,
did. They
they
just
just
bam, boom, boom, boom,
bust it out,
songs.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Print out the door. you know?
Exactly, yeah.
And it was probably one of their bigger selling albums,
Yeah.
if you ask me.
And if you think of like all the biggest songs, like they all write them in like 5 minutes.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, for real.
A lot of those songs. I mean, it just
You know who the fucking like who I have just like this overwhelming respect for now as an adult that I never really like, paid attention to before. Just kind of in passing. I knew listened to him.
Uncle Jeff.
Not only Uncle Jeff, but fucking Leonard Skinnerd.
Ah,
Merciful Fate.
Jerry's here.
Yeah, Jared's here. He doesn't like Merciful Fate, but I don't think that's true. I think he did like Merciful Fate.
Oh, I'm sure he did. But
Yeah.
who was it again?
Fucking
Sorry?
Leonard Skinnerd.
Really?
Yeah, like dude, those are some of the greatest songs ever written. That's like.
Oh,
All right, here's a
for sure.
question for you.
yeah.
I know what my opinion is, but I want to know what yours is.
Yeah.
The greatest American rock band.
Wow. That's a big,
Yeah, I know.
big catalog.
Every time I ask somebody this,
Wow.
they're always naming British bands or Australian bands. You know who I'm talking about. But
Wow. You asking like who had the biggest influence on me? Or
like
just
in your
general?
opinion, like, all right, like if I had to pick one rock band from America to send into space for aliens to hear, who is it going to be?
Wow, dude. That's a rough one.
It's like their catalog's so good.
I mean, I guess I would say if their catalog is so good, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, the first band that really comes to mind for me is probably like AC/DC. Because they got a huge catalog.
But they're from Australia.
This is true. But you're talking about America.
Yeah, American.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Man.
See, yeah, I told you the Australian band always comes. Yeah, they're
That's
from
a
Australia.
rough one. You know I'm a big Kiss fan.
Yes.
But with that being said,
Hey, man, so am I.
there you go, Gene.
Going to see him in October next month
Yeah, I believe that.
for the 4th time.
Yeah. That last tour is freaking awesome.
Hell yeah.
But honestly, I mean, the first band that comes to mind is Kiss.
Yeah.
But realistically, I mean, their songs honestly aren't the best, but their stage show and their live act
So their cultural
is
impact.
absolutely. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
not only that, is what other band can you think of had like so much aftermarket shit you could
Yeah.
lunch boxes,
Like it was a
coffins,
Yeah.
condoms, you know what I mean? Just,
Kiss con.
right. Name one other band that has such flooded the
I know.
market. I can't think of one that's even remotely close.
That's why they're a cultural phenomenon. You know what I mean? It's not just a band.
Yeah.
It's like a whole experience, man. I sound like a Tool fan now. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I thought Aerosmith.
Aerosmith's cool though. I like Aerosmith.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not, yeah.
It's like you think American rock band, like, man, all the songs they got.
They got a hell of a catalog for sure.
Sweet Emotion.
Yeah. Great song.
My personal
Hard
favorite.
to reproduce, by the way. We tried that in a previous band I played in, and of course they had me try to sing it, and wow.
While playing it?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah. So I was playing the drums, which I did okay with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a particular groove to that. I don't
Yes.
think like the timing will sync up right with singing it while playing it on drums.
And just like I was saying in AC/DC, the timing's kind of the same.
Yeah.
There's certain songs that I could play and sing no problem.
Yeah.
But there's certain songs that I can't recall the specific AC/DC song, but there was one AC/DC song that for some reason the timing and singing it, I could not do it for the life of me.
Really?
Can't recall which one it was though, but it's difficult as hell.
You
I
know,
don't know why.
People shit on AC/DC like, oh, their songs are so simple.
They're simple.
It's like, yeah, they're fun though. They're fucking rocking songs.
yeah, but
dude.
most people I know, even if you're like a fan of country, you'll listen to AC/DC.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
like a household name.
You know what I'm saying? It just a lot of people like it. Now everybody's gonna listen to Slipknot. No,
No,
you know what I mean. But
hell, I don't even listen to
AC/DC?
Slipknot anymore unless it's like the first 3 albums. Now I sound like an elitist.
are they still together?
Yeah, they're still together.
Okay.
All fucking 100 of them.
I know that had been expensive tour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck that.
Especially
How
in
many-
the early days.
You guys split it fucking 130 ways.
Right.
Like, hell, you don't make any money. I don't know how the fuck they make money.
How many people were in that band? Really?
9.
9.
That's just the people on stage that are playing instruments.
Wow.
And that's not even accounting their crew and everything. Like
Right,
that. It's
right.
like, dude,
the
that's
stage
probably.
and the roadies and holy cow.
So, like, if I see an expensive Slipknot ticket, like, I kind of get it. You got to pay
Well,
the
yeah.
whole fucking crew.
Yeah.
100 fucking people. Then, like, the truck drivers on top of that. Like, that's why, like, 3-piece bands,
Yeah.
like Rush, they probably made so much fucking money.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You got 3 people and a crew.
Neil Peart.
Oh, yeah. The
You never
greatest
replace
of all
that guy.
time.
You talk about timing. Wow.
Yeah,
That guy was unbelievable. on
Oh, yeah.
drums, For sure.
the best.
Not as good as Brock Leba, but
No,
he's pretty darn
that
good.
Brock Leba might be the best drummer ever in the world.
Definitely better than the Traitor.
Yeah. You
Watch
know,
it.
me and him, I used to have a drum set right here because we got Cameron's drum set behind the camera there.
Yeah.
And I had one right here, and we would do drum battles all the time.
Really?
Yeah, we'd sit there and we'd play for like an hour straight, just jamming.
Really?
I'll do a lick, he's got to do it.
Really?
Vice versa. It's so much fun.
Did you ever see the one with Will Ferrell?
Yeah, and Chad Smith.
And Chad Smith. That was hilarious because they're dressed up. They look almost identical
Yeah, they
to
do.
start with, and then they dressed identical. And of course, Chad Smith.
Yeah.
You know, he do his thing because he's a professional drummer. And of course, I think they had a track.
Yeah, they
Somebody
definitely
else
did.
playing for Will Ferrell, but it's hilarious. It's a Saturday Night Live skit or
Or some late night show.
one,
Yeah.
one late night show, but it's hilarious. Find it on YouTube.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's freaking hilarious.
Chad Smith's actually a really cool dude. I saw a video of he was doing some kind of drum clinic, and someone in the crowd yelled, "Will Ferrell," and he got like real pissed.
What?
Yeah, he got pissed and stormed off stage. Then he
Why?
came back and apologized. I don't know. Maybe it just hurt his ego or something. I don't know.
Wow, that's odd.
Yeah, I know. I'll have to show you.
But Step Brothers, speaking of Will Ferrell,
Yeah.
they need to make a Step Brothers 2.
Yeah.
Because that movie, I mean, it's a classic, especially in my family. It's a classic.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
daughter
yeah.
loves it. My son loves it. I love it. My wife, she's not much into movies, but she does like it.
Yeah, every time I mention I have a drum set, someone talks about putting their nuts on it.
In the Beat Laboratory.
Uh-huh.
It's down in my Beat Laboratory.
We're mixing up some shit in there.
Yeah.
That is a classic. I like Old School. That's my favorite Will Ferrell. movie.
Really?
Yeah, Old School. You remember that one?
No, I do. I remember it. I mean, I thought it was funny, but I didn't think it was anywhere close to Step Brothers as far as
I thought I like as a whole movie. I think it's really good.
really.
I like when they're like recruiting people. They got the fucking black van. Master of Puppets is playing.
Yep.
They're fucking just kidnapping people. I thought that was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I have to rewatch that. It's been a long time.
I know.
Frank the
we do.
Tank. Shout out.
Frank the
Whoa.
Tank. Is that you?
Yeah. Don't
fan-
text message me.
Fan club.
Yeah, I got the fan club.
It's like,
going.
I want to be on. I want to be on. It's not that funny.
Yeah, they're like, man, it's not that funny. It's the greatest show ever. I want to be on it. Yeah, right. I have to beg people.
I got a question for the actual host of the show.
Oh shit! All right,
B-Rock G.
That's me.
Yeah. Why are you selling the 5150?
I'm not selling it because if I was selling it, someone would have bought it.
This is true.
So I listed it for a price I thought was a little more than fair.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm going to passively put it up there. If somebody wants to offer me that money, then
So be it.
yeah, I make some money off of it. If not,
I was just shocked. I was like, why is he's selling? He wanted that so bad.
well, I kind of had like this epiphany. Like I just want, like, I got so much junk. Not saying the 5150 is junk, but like if I like had to up and leave right now, like I would have all this shit that I got to pack.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean?
You have no idea. When we moved from our house outside of Gibsonburg to the house we live in now, and you know, if you've seen previous episodes, you're going to know that I'm the one that has all the band gear that overflowed.
He's got all the cool shit.
Well, sort of.
We ought to do it.
Cool.
We should do a video where we go through your collection.
Oh my God.
You want to? That'd be cool.
We can
That'd
do
be
it.
awesome.
We can do it, but it's going to take a while.
Yeah, we'll do it. That'd be fucking yeah.
But yeah.
Tell us if you want us to do that. I just say yes.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I just, again, I started out loving music, and I had a couple of guitars and, an amp or something. And long story short, I come across things that were stuff I couldn't touch, say, 2 years previous, price-wise. This is like in 2008 when the economy was kind of real shitty. But like, say, a Les Paul Custom, you know what I mean? I'd go to the Guitar Center, and all of a sudden this Les Paul Custom would be there.
Hell yeah.
Which, all day long, 3 years ago, it was a $2,500 guitar, and then all of a sudden I go in there, it's $1,000. It's like,
hell yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's still $1,000, but wow.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like a vintage one.
And I know which one you're talking about, and that is a beautiful guitar.
I know. That's probably my numero uno.
Oh, yeah. Don't ever get rid of that.
I ain't planning on it. No cough.
Yeah, I didn't want to cough in your guys' ear.
Yeah, you might like it.
Oh, I burped though. I forget what.
Did you really?
Yeah, at the very end, I was like, oh. And I hit
Excuse me.
Maybe it'll happen again. I don't know.
Now that's funny. Even though it's not that funny.
My Aunt Missy gives him a hard time about having all these cool guitars and amps and shit. I think something might be wrong with her. We might have to put her in the mental hospital.
Well, that's it. And again, like
because there's nothing wrong with this guy for having that stuff.
No, it's crazy, man. It's like I said,
that's a retirement. I
just became a collector just because I could find stuff at a good price that I couldn't touch, a few years previous for, be thousands of dollars. And if I like super cheap, it's like, dude, I got to have it.
Dude, what year is that Les Paul? An 87?
It's an 87 Les Paul Custom.
87 Les Paul. Is that like your... Oh,
that's probably my number one.
Like out of all the gear or just all the guitars?
Oh, wow. Honestly, probably out of all the gear, that's probably my...
I would have thought the black EVH. That thing is fucking sick.
That's cool. I mean, it's the PV version. It's not the Fender version.
That was a sexy fucking guitar, and it plays so good. Like, I feel like I'm playing better when I play that thing.
Yeah. That's the Archtop USA. That's black. And then I got a USA. It's purple, but it's the Wolfgang Special.
Yeah, so it's flat.
It's a flat top. But it's a cool guitar.
That thing shreds, too.
Right. And they both got the D-tunas on it, so you can just flip.
That's
drop
fucking
D
awesome.
And you're in it. You know what I mean? You just set it up and it's ready to go.
Dude, yeah, I think that's the coolest invention ever.
It is.
The D-tuna.
It is, and it's so simple, really.
You're in drop D.
Yep. You just hit the low E string and just pop this little pin in, basically, and it sets you at E. Then you want to do a drop D, and you just literally pull it out, and it just automatically floats to D.
Yeah. Eddie Van Halen, he was the greatest of all time.
I know. That broke my heart, man, when he died. It really did. I was just like, my jaw hit the floor when I found it. Eddie. I was like, not Eddie, man.
Yeah, right?
Eddie.
It's kind of like, dude, if Ozzy dies, holy fuck. Yeah. It'll be like that same, like, magnitude. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think people cry more over Ozzy because he was, like, a pop culture figure.
Oh, dude, he's been around since the 60s. But like, Black Sabbath and stuff.
Yeah. Eddie Van Halen, oh, man. Like, I don't think people fucking, weeped for him enough.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough, like, public weeping.
Jimi Hendrix in probably the late 60s sort of changed guitar. And then when it came to like 1978, when the first Van Halen album came out,
that fucked everything up.
Yeah. Eddie changed guitar. People would listen to that. And of course, their 78 record albums at the time But they play it on, the first thing you'd hear is like, eruption. It's like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
That
like,
literally like fucking changed everything.
literally,
And like even till today, you can still feel like there's still shit that Eddie Van Halen like inspired.
for sure.
Like all your fucking shredders you got on the internet, they wouldn't be here without EVH. So rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen.
No kidding. But I heard they're talking about a Van Halen reunion.
What? With who? Well,
With
yeah, they
Alex.
said we couldn't do it with Pantera, but here we are.
Right.
So
Alex Van Halen, the drummer.
Hell
Van
yeah.
Halen. Michael Anthony, which is the original
Yeah.
bass player. I heard they've been in talks with him to bring him back to play bass. And then, if I remember correctly, I think it was Joe Satriani.
really?
They were going to put on guitar to take Eddie, fill Eddie.
Why don't they
shoes
have
for it.
Wolfgang do it? He's a fucking
don't know.
shredder.
He-
He probably
he
doesn't
is.
want to do that.
He is. That kid is talented.
Yeah, that motherfucker. He sings like a motherfucker.
Yes.
He shreds.
Yes, I was just kind of skeptical when I first.
Yeah.
He's living off his daddy's coattails. You know what I mean?
But hell no, he kind of paved his own way.
Oh
and,
my
like,
God, he is. He can play drums like
Yeah,
nobody. He
I
can
think his
play
whole album
guitar.
he played everything.
Literally, yeah. His videos are hilarious too. If you've ever
Yeah.
seen some,
Oh yeah,
he'll like show up at like a studio where then they got the guy in the guitar. Is like, "Where's Wolf?" And he looks at the bass player, which is
yeah,
also Wolfgang.
yeah.
And he's like, "I don't know. Have you seen Wolf?"
yeah.
Long story short, here comes Wolfgang again, walking into the drums. Oh, guys, I'm sorry, I'm late. Blah blah blah. It's the
Yeah,
same
I've seen
dude.
that one, yeah.
that one's hilarious. I love that.
But dude, I could see why he wouldn't want to do that because I know he wants to like separate himself from like his dad's stuff.
Yeah, and his music's not exactly the same.
No,
by
it's
any
like-
means, but
yeah.
he is a very very talented kid.
Yeah, I would. I think they need to bring Sammy Hagar back. Unpopular opinion, but I think Sammy Hagar is the better Van Halen singer.
Especially now.
Ability wise, yeah, especially now.
Yeah. Now back in the day,
He can
David
still
Lee,
fucking do it.
yeah,
you know?
David Lee Roth back in the day was the perfect frontman for Van Halen. Was he ever the best singer in the world? Probably not, but he was definitely a showman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he was entertaining.
But when they brought in Sammy, he had the best of both worlds.
Yep.
Hence the song.
Literally the song.
But
too.
yeah, I mean, he was a great frontman, but he can also belt out. And he's like my dad's age. He's like
Yeah,
in
isn't
his
that fucking
late
crazy?
70s. He can still sing like no tomorrow.
You would never know it either. Like he was just up there singing like he did back in the 80s.
Oh my God, yeah. He sounds fantastic. Now, some of these guys, and I'm kind of not upset about it, but kind of like disappointed. I mean, it
Yeah.
happens, you get older, but John Bon Jovi. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you saw any of his recent videos.
Yeah, I think I did see something about that.
Some of the live stuff. I've been a huge Bon Jovi fan for years. And I always loved his voice and everything, but he's losing. I mean, it's hard to say, but he's losing
Yeah.
his voice. And nothing against him. We all get older. It is what it is. But another one, Paul Stanley.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's got to have some help. Yeah,
a lot of help, and there's a lot of hoopla going on about
Oh, yeah,
backing
some
tracks,
magic.
and he's not singing some stuff. But if you pull up some YouTube videos where it was legitimately live,
Yeah.
it was bad. I
Yeah.
mean, bad. It's like I would be embarrassed if I was on stage, and he's
you had secondhand embarrassment.
yeah, and I was like, wow, man, that's bad. So I
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe he just was going through something. Maybe he had vocal cord surgery or
I
something.
know a lot of
since
people
then.
do have like the vocal cord surgery stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been kind of hush hush. So there's a big debate about whether they got backing tracks or not.
Oh yeah, I bet you they do. I guarantee it.
Well, I'm sure they do to a point,
But-
but I mean, are they doing the whole song and
Yeah.
lip syncing the whole song?
Yeah, I
And
don't
that's
know.
bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
What's the song where it starts out? He's like,
Heaven's on
yeah,
fire.
they don't do that part.
No, they don't. Not live. Because I
Nope,
noticed that too.
yeah.
Because they go from one song and they go right into Heaven on Fire. Just as it's at the whoa. It's not
Yeah.
that. It's just like Dan with the guitar. I was like, where's the intro? Because that's like the best part of the song.
Yeah.
And as soon as you hear those notes, it's like
Yep.
you know what song that is.
Yeah, because at Sonic Temple they played it, and they did not. They did not do that.
No. Oh, I know. I've seen, like I said, I've seen them live multiple times. And
But let's be honest. We all go to see Kiss for the fireworks,
absolutely. And that's
the pyrotechnics.
Yeah, because I got him. I think I drug you to your first Kiss concert.
Yep.
Didn't
It was all, I got a funny story. I don't know if I don't know if I should talk about after the first Kiss concert downtown Toledo.
you? Why not? Talk about it.
I thought it was fucking hilarious. All right, so he takes me to my first Kiss concert. What do we have, like McDonald's cups? We put beers in them.
Did I don't maybe I don't
I think we
remember.
did. We were like waiting outside in line, but we had like cans of beer inside the McDonald's cup that going in the
Very
straw.
possible.
I think it was like Natty Ice or something.
Whatever we could afford.
Yeah, something. But So that was cool. We go into the venue. I think I had a beer or two, but fucking cold gin. We hear cold gin. Me and you look at each other, go. We do that thing. That was one of the most memorable parts.
Oh yeah.
But afterwards, we my uncle's friend and his son came with us, and afterwards, I don't know. Am I allowed to say this or no?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. I know where you're going with this now.
But yeah, my uncle's friend's son is just freshly 18, so he hasn't experienced craziness. And we go to, what is it, the hen house it was called?
I think so, or the chicken house, or the chicken ranch, or I don't know.
Yeah,
hen house might be right.
Yeah, but we go in there. It's like this strip joint.
It's literally a block away from the Huntington Center. At least it was. I don't think it's there anymore.
We walked over there, and I remember he has obviously never been in a strip club or anything like that.
Right.
So I remember you and your friend trying to get the strippers to come get close to him and stuff like that, and he was so uncomfortable.
Oh, he was so uncomfortable. He didn't know what to do with himself. Then it was worse because we were sitting at the booth initially.
Yeah.
Towards the back, and of course these girls come over and we're trying to. Oh yeah, he's 18. He's a girl. Blah blah blah. Pretty soon we moved up to the stage.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're sitting literally around the stage, and I'm standing there talking to the girl, and of course, doing the thing. Suddenly a boob comes out, maybe another boob. And I looked at her and said, "Hey, I thought this was full nude. What's going on?" "Oh, I know what you want to see." And she literally lays down, spreads eagle. And my buddy's son is just kind of put his hands in his face. Oh my God, he couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? Then my buddy's his father, he said to him, he was like, "Look like an old catcher's mitt." Yeah, well, that's what it is.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah,
it was hilarious. Just I don't even care about the strippers. Just seeing him react to strippers was the fun part.
And one of the, I mean, this is.
I feel bad going to I don't like every time I've been to a strip club, I don't really like it.
Really? Just
I mean, yeah, naked girls, that's cool.
Right.
But it's almost like homeless people. You know how they come up, they're like, "Yeah, you got a dollar."
Oh yeah.
They're like, "Do you want to dance?"
The pressure.
It's like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have any money.
They pressure you.
Yeah, it's like homeless people begging.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, I know.
But again, I'm not gonna. This guy will remain nameless.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine when we were in our late teens, early to mid 20s, somewhere in there. We would frequent some of the adult establishments like that. And he would literally spend, and at the time, I think they charged maybe $10 a lap dance.
Well, that's cheap.
And
now it's
cheap.
like fucking,
right. This is
I don't even know. It's been a long time.
Right. This is back in, like I said, the late 80s, early 90s. And $10 was, it was kind of the equivalent of $20, $25 a day. But anyways, he would go into this place, and he would literally fall in love with, one particular stripper. And she's like, "Hey, you want a lap dance?" Like, "Oh, yeah. Okay, cool." They go over, and the song would start. The song would end. Pretty soon he got his wallet out. The song would start again. More money. He would spend, I swear to you, sometimes $40 or $50 getting back-to-back lap dances from the same girl.
Screw that.
So I was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" "I like her. She's cute." Okay, so be it,
Yeah, she's going to want to marry you now.
Yeah.
It's like if you spend one more dance and she's going to love you just as much as you love her. Just one more.
Yep, slip that ring on her finger and she's really going to love you.
This is definitely not her job. She's breaking character because she likes you for you.
Right. Hey, we got to take a quick commercial break, though. Yeah. To sponsor Monster Java.
Yeah.
And preferably the Mean Bean.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite monsters. They're delicious, coffee flavored if you like them.
The flavored coffee.
So, yeah, if you could send any leftover dented cans, as long as they're sealed, I'll definitely take them. If you need to get
if you need his
some,
address,
I'll
hook you up.
Contact Brock or B Rock G.
Yeah, that's me. But I don't know how you can drink those because those make me shit my pants.
Do they really?
Yeah, I don't know, something about coffee.
Well, coffee in general.
Yeah, coffee in general. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like dairy or something.
I don't know. But dairy, I mean, how do you normally drink your coffee when you drink coffee?
When I do, it's black.
Is it? Yeah, that's funny because your grandpa, again, getting back to your grandpa, he gets up in the morning and he basically has to take 3 shits before he goes out and does anything. He'll get up and he'll take what he calls his morning shit, which is his first shit of
Right
the day,
on.
which is probably the first
I take one of those.
half an hour or so when he's awake. Like, yeah, I get it, you know. Then he'll drink a cup of coffee. Then he's got to take his coffee shit. And then, after his coffee shit, another hour or so goes by, Grandpa has to take his after coffee shit.
After coffee
Then
shit.
he'll watch the Heat of the Night, which is I wouldn't say an old program, probably from the 80s. It starred Carol Connor, who used to play Archie Bunker, which is probably way before your
Yeah.
time. But it's just a TV cop show, basically. So every day during the week, because I work afternoons usually, but I'll stop up and see my parents occasionally, 'cause
Yeah.
they live next door, see how they're doing, whatever. And he's always got this routine where he's got his morning shit, his coffee shit, his after coffee shit. Then he's got to watch it.
Is that after coffee shit?
And his after coffee shit. And he's got to watch his TV programs. And then the news comes on. He's got to watch 13 ABC News.
Yes.
And I'll remind him, too, if I'm up there. He's like, oh, it's almost noon. Hurry up. Get your remote. You got to get over to
Hurry
13.
up.
You're going to miss the intro. And he'll do. Now, after 12:30, then he goes outside maybe and does something,
Yeah.
which is hilarious.
Yeah. Every time I see him, the big garage door's open. He's out there.
Yeah.
I
Almost
walk in
every time.
and like every time I walk in, he's like, I was like, hey, Grant, how you doing? Oh, taking a break.
Yeah, no shit.
And like, I'll be there for like 3 hours and he's still on break.
Trust me.
Still on break.
Yeah, we were out there, let's see, Saturday. I had to change not to bore everybody, but change front wheel bearings in my car, making some noise, driving me nuts. Anyways, I go out there, and I've got a car lift in my dad's garage, which my dad used to be a truck driver years ago, and so did my uncle, his brother. Anyways, he's got a big truck garage. You could fit a couple of semis in it. You know,
It's a big
tractors.
big garage.
Right. Well, anyways, for years I told him, I said, we need a car lift, Dad. We need a car lift.
Yeah.
I mean, we're both getting older. None of us are skinny. It's like, it's a lot easier to work off of the car lifts. So I finally got one. We got it in there, and life is better.
Hell yeah. That thing saved me quite a few times.
Yeah. But anyways, I had my car on the car lift this past Saturday, changing wheel bearings. And here he come waddling out. And my dad, he will not freaking help you. Meaning, he'll just come out there to annoy the living shit out of you.
Oh, you
the whole
missed
time.
one.
Yeah, or tell you what you're doing wrong, or don't forget to do this, and he'll create more work for you. And I'll give you an example. And he's probably right, but I had the front wheels off.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you ought to rotate your tires and while you got that off. I was like, screw it. I'll just do what I do in my next oil change. None of that. I already got the damn wheel off. I might as well do it.
He makes sense, that motherfucker.
Right, motherfucker. So I creates more work. But anyways, we got it done. But he does that. He comes out there and just harasses the living shit out of me. And he loves it, and so does my son. My son's out there, and he loves it because he knows my dad is harassing the shit out of me.
So
And
doubles
it's pissing me
on.
off. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude.
Dog pile on you.
Literally.
Little does he know, Riley, that's going to be his future.
Yeah. Well,
You're going to be one hound dogging him.
all right. Well, I'll tell you what. That's why my son Riley got his middle name, which is James.
Yep.
My dad's name, or his grandfather's name, James or Jim.
Yep.
So he got named after him, and it fits perfectly because they're both the same. They're both the same. So much so. They're just they'll just try to annoy the shit out of you, and they both think they know everything.
Yep.
And sometimes my dad does. I'm not cutting him short. A lot of times it's like, you're right, Dad. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what I'd like. Half my cars wouldn't have lasted as long as they did without Grandpa.
Yeah. He's like our family mechanic.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do some basic stuff, maybe a little bit more than basic, but if it gets real complicated, screw it. I sort of hire somebody who knows what
I
the
will
hell
say
they're doing.
you two together, like there's like fucking unlimited knowledge there.
I mean,
I can come in that garage with any problem. They'll fucking figure it out.
well, yeah, I mean, to some degree, but the newer cars, I mean, Grandpa even say they're just a lot more complicated.
Yeah.
There's a sensor watching
Unnecessarily.
the sensor, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's a sensor.
Yeah, literally. Oh, yeah, that's what you need, a sensor. But yeah, he's real good at what he does, but he doesn't like wrenching on the newer cars too much, you know what I mean? Plus, he's getting older, so I mean, I get it, but it is what it is.
Well, I have some viewer questions here.
Uh-oh.
Is that all right with you?
I think so, shoot.
I got this next one from Kylie G.
Oh, boy.
Thank you for your question, Kylie G.
Don't know who that could be.
She wants to know, tell us about the house you burned down when you were a teenager.
Okay, I can do that. I was in, I believe, 5th or 6th grade, and me and two of my buddies from school,
Yeah.
down literally probably about a quarter mile to a half mile from my house. There used to be an old railroad tracks, which is now
The
currently
trestle?
going the other direction.
Oh, okay.
But it's now currently the Sandusky County, what do they call that
The
trail?
North Coast Inland
North
Trail.
yeah, which is a bicycle trail, which years ago used to be railroad tracks. They tore them out, whatever. Anyways, we had found, well, not just we, but we had gotten wind that there was a old abandoned house that sat just off of this old railroad track.
Oh.
And it was an old brick house, literally. I mean, it was dilapidated. It's literally
Yeah.
fallen down. The structure, most of the structure was there.
Like to the point where like you don't feel safe going in it.
In certain parts, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example. The house originally had 2 staircases. One when you came in the main front doors, and then they had a back one where used to go up, where the kitchen used to be.
Yeah.
Anyways, you had to go up the kitchen staircase to get to the second floor, and you could go look down the main stairwell, and from the second floor you could see all the way to the basement floor. The
That
stairs
would
were
fucking-
gone. You know what I mean? Literally.
That's terrifying.
And it is, and a lot of the floors were falling in and stuff. But people used to go back there and party and drink, when you're
Hell yeah.
teenagers and do whatever.
I feel like it was more lenient back then. Now they take you straight to fucking prison for 10 years for partying anywhere.
Right. But anyways, so we went there, and we're just hanging out, me and my 2 buddies from school. And again, like I said, 5th, 6th grade. And we get the bright idea. It's like, dude, we should have a cookout back here.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. And I remembered my dad had one of the little mess kits,
Yeah.
which basically had the
I
little
think I
pan.
have that.
Do you?
Yeah, he gave it to me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's got some history behind it.
No shit.
If he gave it to you,
Yeah,
it's
he
it.
did.
Okay, that's the
I'll have
one.
to show you that later.
But it's like an army thing, and you basically flip it open, and there's a handle which turns into a pan, and the top part of the lid of the pan is like a little serving tray,
Yeah,
dinner
yeah.
tray. So anyways, I was like, oh yeah, my dad's got one of those. So I was like, okay. So we ran home, like, what can we cook? Can of SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
So I grabbed a can of SpaghettiOs. Cool. Whatever. Look, can opener. We went down there. Keep in mind, this thing was polished up. It looked
Yeah.
like new. I'm sure it was used, but it looked
Yeah.
like new. Anyways, for some stupid reason, we decided we're going to have the stove that we're going to cook this on the second floor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But with that being said, we did take some of the old bricks, because again, it was an
Yeah.
old brick house that were a bunch of bricks on it, and we built like a little stove.
So you're at least somewhat responsible.
We're trying to be, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
The
anyways,
effort.
so we try to we built this little stove and blah, blah, blah. And we got some sticks and started the little fire. And cool, we started cooking the SpaghettiOs. We ate them, blah, blah, blah. By this time, we're hanging out, and it's like, well, we should probably go home. It's getting late.
Yeah.
Okay. So we thought, we got to put this fire out. Well, we found this is back, again, in the old days, they had big, tall bottles.
Yeah.
20-ounce bottles like Pepsi. We found an old Pepsi bottle, a couple of them. And we went down, there was a little stream nearby, and we filled them up, and we doused the fire multiple times.
Yeah.
I would say probably 4 to 6 times we put water over this little brick stove, which is probably a foot by a foot, Then we'd all realize, I got to piss. We all had to piss. So we also pissed on our little stove, just for added protection to put that fire out.
Isn't that the worst smell in the fucking world? Hot piss.
It's not a
Like
good
you
one.
piss on a fire, it just smells way bad.
It's not a good one.
Reminds me of that band Stiff Sister and the Hot Piss Conspiracy.
The hot
But anyway, so you pissed on the fire.
So we pissed on the fire. Again, it's dusk, so we're heading home. So they go their separate ways. I go home. And everything was cool. So I'm lying in bed. And it's about maybe 5 in the morning. Your mother, my sister, wakes me up. She's like, Jeff. I said, what? She goes, wake up. There's a whole bunch of fire trucks down the road. I'm like, what? So I get up and I look down the road. And again, keep in mind, roughly a quarter mile from our driveway is this bike trail. And to get to this old abandoned house, you had to go on this trail. Well, there was probably 6 or 8 different fire trucks, maybe even a sheriff's. I don't remember. It was a lot of.
Damn, so they brought out everybody.
They bought it everybody. Keep in mind, it's probably a good quarter mile off the road too to get to it. So anywho, I'm kind of in the back of my mind, I'm going, God, I hope that's not something related to what we were doing, So shit.
Totally different fire at that house.
So I'm a little panicky. But anyways, I go back to bed. Wake up the next morning for school, and my mom had seen the actual little pan, which was kind of carboned up now. And she goes,
Oh shit.
so I'm getting ready for school. And she's like, I got a question for you. I was like, what? She's like, that pan, what do you guys do with it? And I said, oh, we just cooked some SpaghettiOs back in the woods. Where at in the woods? I was all back at the old house, and she goes, you better hope to high hell that all those fire trucks wasn't related to that. You know what I mean?
Shit.
So, of course, as a little kid in 5th or 6th grade, I'm going, oh, shit. You know?
Fuck, I'm done.
Right. So we go to school that day, and everything was normal. Go to school, and it was probably, I don't know, maybe getting close to lunchtime. And I was a pretty good kid in school. I didn't get much trouble, nothing like that. And over the PA system, the principal comes on and says, Mrs., whoever my teacher was, could you send Jeff Albright down to my office? So I'm like, what the heck? That's weird. So I walk out into the hallway, and I see my 2 buddies that were with me.
Oh, shit.
I said, where are you going? Can you keep in mind, classes in session. There's not too many people, if at any, in the hallways, except for us. He's like, I don't know. They called us down to the office. I'm like, uh-oh. So, of course, in my mind, I'm like, uh-oh. So we get down to the principal's office. The principal's like, yep, because your parents called. You need to go to my buddy's house who lived pretty close to the school, within walking distance, real close. And the fire chief wants to talk to you guys.
Oh, fuck.
Yes. Oh, fuck. So I'm like, oh, the walk of shame. What do we do? So we get there, and we're all panicky. Well, the fire chief comes along, basically came in, just, okay, what happened, blah, blah, blah. And we told him literally the story. Which was true. We weren't intending to do anything bad. It just, I guess we didn't put it on all the way. You know what I'm saying? So the piss did not work as much as we hoped, and the bottles of water. But so that was it. So anyways, we all got.
Oh, shit, yeah. What kind of punishment did you get?
Well, luckily, not too much. I will say this. The old woman that actually grew up in that house years previous, and again, it was a dilapidated house. Yeah. She lived in a not so dilapidated house up at the corner.
so it's just slightly less shitty than the house you burned down?
It was quite a bit less shitty.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was a pretty nice house. Actually, now it's beautiful. Somebody fixed up like an old Victorian house, huge house.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
But she owned the house, and anyways, my parents and, of course I got my ass beat.
Yeah.
And she said, you better go down there and at least help that old lady, rake her leaves and do stuff to work it off. You know what I mean?
Did you?
Oh, yeah, I did. And
none of the other kids did?
If they did, honestly, I remember going down there multiple times to rake leaves, pick up sticks, that kind of thing. I remember seeing them guys down there once.
Man.
So I got
wherever you guys are, you're fucking just leaving Jeff to do all your dirty work. That poor lady. Well, they got to live with that shit. You burned a house down, but you paid your dues.
Right. But actually, we did the community pretty much a favor because, like I said, it was.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the fire marshal to be like, "Thank you for fucking burning that house down."
He didn't really say that, but we got put. This is a funny story.
He said it without saying it.
Yeah, we got a funny related story to this. We got put on a suspected arsons list.
Meaning, fuck.
Meaning, if any out of the ordinary fire started in the area, happened, and then that passed.
They would come to you first.
They might. You know what I mean? So we're like, okay, shit. We were kids. We were like, we ain't doing shit with fire anymore. You know what I mean? So, anyways, a year or so went by, and I'm again by this time 6th grade, maybe 7th, sitting at home in my house. All of a sudden, somebody pulls in the driveway. And it's a fire department. It's the brush truck for the fire department. I'm like, oh, I'm literally sweating bullets. I'm like,
fuck, what did I do?
I didn't do shit. You know what I mean? Oh my God, what am I going to do? My parents weren't home, blah, blah, blah. And the guy comes walking up to the door slow, and it's like, I'm panicking, sweating probably a little bit. I didn't do nothing, man. What do they think I did? Guy knocks on the door, hey, yeah, can I help you, sir? It's like, yeah. He goes, we got these little tot finder stickers that you put on your windows. How many of these you need? I go, shoot, thank God. Like
top finder stickers.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you're familiar with them, but when they have younger kids, I don't know if they still do it or not, but they had stickers that you put on the windows of their bedroom.
Oh.
So if there was a fire,
you'd know where the kids were.
Right, you see this big red sticker, I think it's a T or F or something on it. I don't remember what it stood for, but it would help them locate if there was any children in the house, where their bedrooms were, and they can, if there was a fire.
I wonder if they used those stickers so they knew where the kids' rooms were, so they can kidnap kids and send them to an island.
Nowadays,
that's
probably why they don't do it. That's probably why they don't do it.
They stopped doing top finders now.
Sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, top finder.
Top finder.
Yeah, that reminds me of something because, all right, so 2012.
Yep.
I got arrested for the first and only time.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
For underage drinking. Me and my buddy Caleb were going from one party to another.
Weren't you like 20 when it happened?
I was 19.
19.
I just turned 19.
Oh, okay. I thought you were real close to 21. I thought, man, that sucks. But yeah, you're a
I
couple
might have
years
been.
off.
Yeah, I was 19.
Okay.
So me and my buddy were drinking some fucking natty ice. I don't know why.
Delicious.
I don't know why that beer keeps fucking like, dude, it's the grossest shit in the world.
Because it's cheap. You can get a lot for a little bit.
So we're at a buddy's house, you know, the party spot. That's where everybody partied at. And then we get a call from my other buddy. He's like, hey, come down to Quarry Village Apartments. We're having another party. So that was across town. So we drive across town. I'm in my mom's car.
Which one?
The Trailblazer.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, we get there, we grab the beer, we parked at the other side of the apartment complex, and where we're going is on the complete other side. So we got a little truck, you know, so we're going through the backyards and stuff. And we go to we're like, oh, what apartment number it is? So we didn't know what it was. So we had to walk around to the front, and there's a parking lot out front. So we're going around the back. We round the corner, and there's a fucking Gibsonburg police car right there. And we're like, yep. We turned right around, walked right back. I fucking threw the case of beer into a bush.
Did you?
And then we saw them inside the glass sliding door.
Really?
And we're like, dude, let us in. What the fuck? Like, let us in. And they wouldn't let us in. And so we start walking back to the car, which is over there. And like, yeah, we get a light shined on us. And yeah, they arrest us both. Fucking, I think they released me to Kylie.
Did they? Kylie?
Yeah, so they didn't send us to jail right then and there, but they released us to Kylie. And there's like this cop in town was like known for like fucking overachieving, you know, like he really thought he got somebody when he caught us underage drinking.
Right.
So we end up going to court that following Monday. This happened on like a Friday or something. And my dumbass pled no contest because nobody in my fucking family is, you know, wise enough to say not guilty. So take it to trial. It's like, oh, well, you better just fess up. It's like, yeah, that's not how it works. Right. It's not like they're going to be like, all right, well, go ahead and go home.
Now, what did you get out of that when it was all said?
Well, I pled no contest. And they're like, all right, we found you guilty or whatever. And they're like, $1,000 fine and 6 months imprisonment.
You got $1,000 fine?
$1,000 fine and 6 months imprisonment. Wow. And they're like, well, fucking 177 days suspended or whatever. And they're like, but you have to serve 3 days in jail and you got a year of probation. I'm like, fuck.
But you didn't have to pay any money, though.
No, I think I paid like a fraction of that fine.
Okay. I was like, wow.
Yeah, this is for just drinking beer.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? But yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. I was thirsty.
So anyway, you know, I'm on probation. I did my time in jail. Yeah. I remember this guy brought me Vaseline.
I did before you left.
Yeah,
actually,
before
I got a picture
left.
of that. On
yeah,
my
you
phone
do.
Somewhere,
yeah. Oh man, you don't want to see that.
Yeah.
But so I did my time in jail. I actually learned quite a bit being in jail. I learned I played spades for the first and only time. I heard you do that in jail, and I was like, no, I bet you nobody does that. I go in, everybody does that.
Really?
Play fucking spades.
Huh?
But
pass the time, you get some time to kill.
The library cart came around, and it was like all National Geographic from the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
So they're all like fucking like sticky.
Shut up.
No, there's one. I swear, like it sounds like I'm making this up, but there was a National Geographic that had like, you know, some African tribe woman with her weird boobies hanging out. Oh, and I swear, like I told someone about it, and they took that into their cell with them. I don't know what happened. I don't want it back. But
yeah, I was gonna say better the magazine than you.
And like, you know, like the hindsight's 2020 stuff. I remember. Like, I was like, fuck, well, I got to take a shower. And, like, this old black man, he's like, here, you can use my shoes. He gave me his shower shoes.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, that's nice of him. He's just a nice fella. And then I realized, like, afterwards, you know, after I got out, I was like, man, he probably wanted to be my boyfriend.
I was like, you borrow my shoes, you my bitch now.
Yeah, you my bitch now.
Yeah, get over here, boy.
Yeah. But it was a terrible experience. Jail is, like, the worst place ever. Don't go there.
I've never been there, knock on wood.
Well, so when I was on probation for that, I was super like, oh, fuck, I don't want to go back there, you know? Like, so I was like on the straight and narrow. Yeah. Well, I think you were playing out with the Low Life band or something
Okay.
at the bar. And like I couldn't get in trouble for anything alcohol related. But like I was like, no, I have to go see Jeff play, you know? So I went to the bar against my better judgment. I was like, man.
Oh, no.
I was like, oh, I'm risking it going here. You know, I can get in trouble being in the bar. And, you know, it was a good time. I think I hopped on and played like House of the Rising Sun or something. You remember? That was like the first time I met those guys. And then fucking Ronnie, he was just on the podcast. The nicest guy in the world. He just meets me and he's like, here, borrow my Telecaster.
Feel free.
I'm like, okay.
All right.
So I took home a Telecaster that night. But it was about the next day. I'm hanging out in the camper behind Grandma and Grandpa's house.
Yeah.
And I get a call from my mom on my cell phone. She's like, hey, I need you to come over here. The cops are here. I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck do you mean? What?
Yeah.
And I look out the window and here in Lindsay, there's a Gibsonburg police officer. I was like, what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck. I go over there and, like, I do the sovereign citizen stuff. He's like, what were you doing last night? I was like,
Nothing.
I don't talk to police or whatever. He's like, dude. He's like, someone hit your car.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks, officer.
He's like, yeah, someone hit your car. We just got his information for you.
Oh, shit.
I was like, fuck, I thought I was done for.
No, yeah.
Dude, yeah.
That's funny. I got to tell you a quick story, too. This is back to getting in some trouble when you're younger. I don't know if I ever told you this story or not, but back
You're about to.
Yeah, when I was probably maybe 15 or so, I had this. It was a Kawasaki Enduro motorcycle,
Oh, hell yeah.
which kind of on-off road bike. Had
Kawasaki.
a headlight. Can't remember if it had turn signals, but had a tail light. Well, the problem was the tail light. Something was wrong, and it's every once in a while the bulb would not, like short out and not light up. And
My bike does that on the headlight.
right, well, that's not good on that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a big deal because again, that same bike trail now used to be when they tore out the railroad tracks, just dirt trails, and we rode dirt bikes, ATVs, all kinds of stuff.
That would probably be so fun. Like, I
It
remember
was
what
fun.
it looked like. It was probably badass.
It was
doing
fun.
that.
There was some jumps back down there.
Did you go over the trussel and go
Oh yeah,
over the fucking
And
railroad ties?
Yeah,
That'd be scary as shit.
Oh my god! Well, I can tell you another story about that too. Got in a wreck there one time.
Oh, fuck.
But getting back to the dirt bike, so me and my buddy, who I don't know if I should say his name or not. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can use first name.
Bob.
Yeah, we'll just call him Bob.
Me and my buddy Bob, which lived probably a mile and a half from where I grew up. We were hanging out, and it was probably midnight or so on a Saturday night, summertime, and we were uptown in Lindsay. And he's like, man, spend the night at my house tonight. I'm like, okay, cool. So I said, I got to stop at my mom's house and leave her a note, let her know where I'm at.
Yeah.
So he jumps in the back of my Enduro, and I drive, park, go and leave him a note. Hey, Mom, spend the night, Bob's, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anyways, I remember walking back out to get on the bike to go down to his house, which, again, a mile and a half away maybe.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, let me drive.
Oh, fuck.
Well, he was a good driver, but he could be kind of rough on shit,
Yeah.
too. I was like, no, man, I'll drive. All right. So anyways, he jumps in the back. And away we go. And we're going down the road. And again, keep in mind, it's midnight, 1 o'clock, something like that. And we're coming up to the intersection to turn left to go to his house.
Yeah.
And there's stop signs on either side of this intersection. And through my headlight, I could see the big gold eagle from like the State Highway Patrol reflectors on the door. And keep in mind, I'm like 15. I don't have a license. I don't have insurance on this thing. I have nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I had a taillight that was iffy. So anyways.
To say the least.
Right. So this car is, stopped at the stop sign, which I had to turn towards. So I thought, okay, if I go straight, if that taillight's out, he's definitely going to come after me. Plus, I didn't have a license plate on the back of it.
Oh, shit.
If I turn right, I'm right in front of him. All he's got to do is jump on me. So I thought my best bet is to turn left towards my buddy's house.
Yeah.
Go past him. So I did, turn. And, of course, keep in mind, it's late at night. There's two teenage boys out on a dirt bike,
Yeah.
So I'm cruising. My buddy Bob's in the back. He's like, he's turning around. I'm like, oh, shit.
Were you a riding passenger?
I was driving.
Oh, so did he come up around you like, hey, Jeff?
He's like, yeah, what you doing?
What you doing?
You can really twist.
Did he whisper in your ear?
You can really twist that
He's
throttle.
coming for us.
You know how to twist that throttle, boy.
Crank that hog.
Yeah, crank it. So anyways, we get to his driveway, which he had a pretty long farm lane to get back to his house, which was all stone. By this time I turned, and by the time I turned and looked back, this cop is literally on my bumper, the state highway patrol. So we had a local sheriff in town, and he was always real cool with us. His name was Smokey Overmeyer. He's retired since then, but he was always cool.
I've heard nothing but cool things about
yeah,
that
he was
guy.
always cool with the town kids, you know, as long as you didn't do anything stupid or,
Yeah,
vandalize
put him in a
stuff.
situation where you have
Right.
to do something.
Right, he was always cool. Unlike the dirt bikes and the three-wheelers and stuff, he'd say, just if you come into town with them, drive very slow. If you're out of town, I don't care if you're out in the country, I can give two shits. Just,
Yeah.
Just
Be
use your head.
safe.
Be safe, use your head, and keep them out of town as much as possible. So we did. So anyways, I'm looking, back, he's right behind me. I'm like, shit. Should I try to run from this dude, or should I just stop and do the right thing?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he's probably going to be like Smokey, he's going to say, what are you guys doing, blah, blah, blah. So I stopped. Big mistake. He comes up. He says, how you doing, young man, blah, blah, blah. I got a license? No, sir. Where's your license plate? Don't got one. How old are you? 15. Oh. He goes, who lives here at this house? I said, my buddy Bob here, He goes, Bob, why don't you take the motorcycle, push it up there and park it for the night, don't blah, 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 don't be getting it out, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go talk to my parents.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? So I had to get in the cop car, drive the mile and a half or so back to my house, wake up my parents, which I
Oh,
woke up
fuck.
my
In
mom.
the middle of the night?
Yeah, like I said, it's midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. So I thought, if I wake up Dad, he's going to lose his shit.
Yeah.
Grandma might have a chance.
Might be a little more forgiving.
A little bit. So anyways, go upstairs. Mom. She's like, what? I said, not the sheriff, I'm sorry. The state patrol just pulled me over on my dirt bike. What? So she sits up. Are you kidding me? Yeah, he's outside. He wants to talk to you. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not kidding. He was out there. Shoot, so he throws on a nightgown over. What can I do for you, officer? Well, I caught your son, he's out riding around. And the only reason, now keep in mind, this is in Lindsay, Ohio, which is a very small town.
It's like the last small town.
Yeah,
ever.
it's like maybe population 400 to 500 people in the city limits at least.
Yeah.
And the rest of it around is pretty much just fields and farmhouses.
It's pretty good little town.
Yeah, somewhat. But he goes, well, I caught your son here riding, and the only reason he was actually in the area, which they're rarely out there, was literally just past my buddy's farmhouse, was an overpass for the turnpike.
Oh.
Well, somebody, and I swear on my life it was not us, was throwing shit off of that overpass that same night.
Oh.
And he got a call for it, and he went out there to check it out. Well, of course, now you see these two teenage boys heading down the same damn road. I see what he's getting at, but was not us.
Yeah.
So anyways, back to when we're at my house. We're at my house. My mom's talking to him, and then he goes, well, I got to arrest somebody here. And she goes, well, you're not going to arrest my 15-year-old son. You know what I mean? You're going to have to arrest me, I guess. So, me being young and dumb, I didn't know any better what the hell's going on. And, of course, she got in the cop car, got all our information. Long story short, my mom had to go to court, and she ended up paying, and I don't remember the exact price, but I keep thinking somewhere around $750.
And that's like 80s money.
Right, and that's like
that's different.
late 80s, early 90s money for allowing a minor to drive. Because she told me, she goes, well, he asked, did you know he was on it? She goes, well, I knew he was on it. I didn't know exactly where he was. But,
Wow, what a fucking prick.
yeah. So,
Yeah, whoever you are, fuck you, man.
yeah, I don't recall the cop's name. Oh, Lord.
Oh, I thought that was like a siren.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, we got a phone call. Let's see. Is it anybody interesting?
It's my grandpa, but it's your grandpa. I'll call him back in a minute.
I was about to say you could answer it.
Okay. I want to?
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Chuck.
Oh, it's Grandma.
Does Missy's chickens eat apple peels and apple cores and stuff?
Possibly. I can ask her when I get home, but
Oh, okay. Because I peeled a bunch and I got a whole thing full. I thought, well, maybe those chickens eat it.
very possible.
Yeah, I would think they would. I mean, where is she?
They went to Costco.
Oh,
So when she gets home, I can ask her.
you can't call her and ask her?
Well, yeah, I can. I'm a little tied up at the moment, but I can call her here shortly. And
Let
you know.
her know if she's on the show.
Oh, by the way, do you know Brock has a podcast now?
No,
Well, you're on it, Grandma.
You're on it, Grandma.
a podcast. What's
Yeah.
it called?
It's not that funny.
It's called It's Not That Funny.
Yeah, you're on it right now,
That's
Graham.
funny. Oh, okay.
So you're actually
Yeah, we're live.
on it now, and
Oh, okay.
so
All right.
you're gonna be famous.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay,
That's cool.
I'll check and let her know. Let you know.
Yeah, because I mean, I have to do something with them, you know.
Right.
If she don't want them, I'll just dump them around the tree.
Right.
Maybe an apple tree will grow.
She might. I'll have to ask her when she gets home.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah,
I guess, but I'm not going to save them too long. Okay.
All right. Understood. And that's usually how my mom ends a phone call.
She's the one that saved you that night. That lady, woman
the
just
same
called.
woman. Yep, same woman. That's how she ends a phone call. It's usually not, okay, goodbye.
It's just
Okay, love you. It's just like, okay, boop, boop. And that's it. That's the end of the call.
It's like a walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Like, all right, over and out.
And then between her and Grandpa, my dad, I'll send him a text message. And I shit you not, my mom, just yesterday, I sent her a text message. It was like at 8:30 p.m. She replies to it at 8:30 a.m. And then you're confused. You're like, what the hell is she talking about? She was like, yep, I can do that.
Like, what are you talking about?
How's my daughter? Should I
Oh,
get this
yeah,
one?
do it.
Okay, we're doing
That's
it.
content.
It's getting real good here, guys. Sorry, I'm very
Let her know
popular.
she's live on It's Not That
Okay.
Funny.
Poopy Butt Highline.
Hey, they have the motor oil on sale, the synthetic, and at that's Costco,
Yeah.
and it's $30 for 2 5-gallon quarts. You want me to get one or two?
$30 for two.
Yeah. So
Actually,
there's 15.
I think we're set right now because I think we got like 4 or 5 quart things at home now.
Oh, so you want? Okay, I was going to get one at
Wait, it's
least.
not Logan?
'cause That's $15. That's $3 a quart.
I mean, it's up to
That's
you. We need the 0W20 though.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get one just in case because
Okay.
we have Logan's too. Remember?
Yeah, we'll always use it. And you're, just so you know, you're live on It's Not That Funny podcast.
What? Oh, just being stupid. Oh my gosh.
I don't think I understand.
You are. All right. I think you're done.
Yeah. Bye.
She said my show is stupid.
Sorry, guys.
All right, Aunt Mizzy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Very popular guy today.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah,
other
what
day?
the hell happened? It's like out of nowhere, everybody wants to call you.
Oh, that's
Got
usually where
apple
it goes.
peels.
Dude, you have no idea. And I always complain to my wife about this. If I'm sitting there bored to death, looking for something to do, no one texts me, no one calls me.
Yep.
Vice versa. If I make a phone call, no one answers, they're busy. I send a text, no replies, whatever. If I'm busier than shit doing something,
Yeah,
literally
that's
got
when
both
everybody
hands
wants to
full,
call.
I swear to you, my phone's blown up with phone calls, text messages, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah.
So, back to viewer questions.
Yeah.
You said the house burned down, or the burning down the house.
Yeah.
You said what it was like living next to Jared Katz and the motherfucking Chimney Sweeps, best band in the world. And I got a third question from a Cameron S.,
Oh, boy.
a viewer, longtime viewer. He says, "Who
First time caller.
first time caller? Who is your favorite kid and why is it Logan?"
Well, theoretically, I don't have a favorite kid. I love
They
both my
both suck.
I love both my kids just the same. Logan, my daughter, went through a phase, and probably around 15, it started rearing his ugly head, and then 17, it got really bad, and the very early 20s, I literally wanted to just kill her, bury the body, and make another one look just like her. That's what I want to do. She just got to her phase, you know. Like, I know kids are rebellious. We all
Yeah.
kind of get rebellious at some point, but she was bad. And even my wife, who has a pretty long wick, was getting fed up with
Yeah.
shit. Anyways, she got in a car accident a number of years back, and I think it kind of turned a light bulb on in her head.
Yeah.
And she's got
It'll
a lot
do
more,
that.
Yeah, literally, you know, and it's she just kind of got a new respect for life and
Yeah.
her parents. But unfortunately, love my boy. He's funny, but he came back. He went into the Army back. I don't remember how he used
Like 2016 or something? 17?
He graduated in 17, so maybe it was 2018.
Yeah. Wow, that was 5 years ago already.
But But I've had some buddies that, when I was his age that went in the service and came back, and they were very polite, very respectful. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, to you, your friend, yes, sir,
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow, it's weird. So I expected, okay, when my son got out of the Army, he would do that too. Hell no.
The exact opposite.
No. And I had a coworker who told me he was stationed at the same base he was at, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, that said, don't be surprised when he comes home, every other word's going to be fuck this and fuck that. Because you got to remember, he's been around nothing but guys 24/7, and he did. I mean, he came back and it was fucking. I'm like, dude, you know what I mean? It's like, we all can cuss. I mean, but you don't have to use it every other word. Literally.
Sometimes you just want to fucking fuck all
And
the time.
just fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
But that's pretty much what it was, Then he kind of got a little cocky. So I was expected to get a nice,
Yes, sir. Thank you,
yes,
sir.
sir, no, sir. I don't know.
Hell no.
That Army fucked him up.
But
and he never saw any military action per se. So just don't think that, it's trauma.
so you love both of them.
Absolutely.
They both
They both can challenge the shit out of you, but yeah, I love them both.
And here's one from a Brock G.
Ooh.
This is he asked, "Can you?" So this will be the last question I have for him, and then we'll wrap things up.
All right.
But can you tell me the snorting pepper story?
Yes, I can.
This is a good one. This is a
good story. I don't remember the kid's name, but your mother was babysitting for some people, and this is again late 80s, early 90s. She's babysitting this kid, and he's probably, I'm guessing 12, 13-ish, somewhere in there. And your sister had called me over and said, hey, stop by, we're babysitting, blah, 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 wherever it was, for whatever reason. So I went over, and this kid, he just thought I was the coolest thing since sliced bread. You know what I mean? He just thought, you're bad. I had a sweet mullet back in the day.
You're cool.
Wore a denim jacket, just kind of the 80s.
The cat's ass.
Yeah, the 80s. This little kid, again, 12, 13 years old, just thought I was cool as fuck. And I had all these leads to drugs.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
You're just fascinated with it?
Yeah, I've never been a drug addict in my life. You know what I mean? Not that I've even experimented with a couple things. But never in my life, But he just was up my ass. Dude, you got any weed, man? Can you get any coke, man? Can you get that shit, man?
A 13-year-old?
Yeah, literally. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid, So pretty soon he kept bugging me about it. I said, you know what? I'm going to fix this fucking kid for good. So I said, you know what? I said, dude, let me tell you something. There's this new shit going on. It's kind of like coke, but they call it pepper. He's like, no shit. I said, man, it looks just like fucking pepper. Should I get you higher than fuck though? He's like, no shit, yeah, man, give me some of that shit, man. I said, dude, I got some in my car, but I'll get you some.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah, get it, man. So anyways, I literally got fucking black ground pepper. You know what I mean? Put it in a little tiny baggie, brought it in and said, dude, this is the shit. But don't fucking tell nobody.
Yeah,
this shit ain't cheap either, man. But I'm going to get a little snort just to get a little taste of it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, all right, man, cool, man, shit. So he did. I was like, so we put a little line out, He's like, snorted one, take a little, another bump in the other nostril. So what do you think, man? He said, his face turned around. I said, you can feel it, man? He said, yeah, I can feel it. And he was sneezing, his eyes are watering and shit. I'm like, dude, if you ever want some more, let me know. But don't be telling people I give you this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that is the pepper story.
Oh.
I don't remember what the kid's name was. I just remember
Dude, if
somebody
you ever
in my
figure it out, you got to tell me because I want to meet him.
Oh, my God. I mean, he's obviously an adult
I'm going to
now,
offer him some pepper.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it fixed his ass.
Yeah,
So he didn't, you know what I mean? He's like, fuck
hopefully,
this drug shit. This
I ain't
stuff
gonna
sucks.
do
You know
that.
what I mean? I couldn't breathe for a week.
That's actually not a good. That's a good plan.
I did,
Just keep people from experimenting with drugs. Be like, dude, you got to try this.
Well, that's
Come on,
it.
edgy
It's
teenager.
just like he just wanted to fit in. He wanted to be in the in crowd. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, I'm really not the in crowd, but whatever.
Hopefully that fucking taught him it's not worth it.
I hope so. It is. Oh my God, his eyes were watering. He was sneezing like left.
Like
and
he got
right.
fucking pepper spray.
Literally. And I was like, dude, you feeling it? You feel it? Yeah. Oh my God. Crazy shit. Man.
Hell yeah. Uncle Jeff, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, boy.
Dude, see, I think we're going to bring you back. We got to have, you got to be like a reoccurring guest.
I can.
I
We
feel
got
like
bring some of the rest of the family, too.
Yeah, oh yeah. We're not even scratching the surface with this guy.
Yeah.
I think we can probably go for fucking 10 hours.
Yeah, we could if we really dug in deep. We could. We got
Yeah.
some stories, not just about me, but about him too and his family. And
Fucking, it's not that funny.
not really.
So you were a fan of the show, and now you're part of the show.
That's right.
So
Watched every episode since
Yeah.
it's been launched.
are you gonna watch this one?
I'm sure I will, just to see
yeah.
how stupid and fat I look.
I think you'd be all right.
I
We're
hope
gonna we're gonna play us out with the Brock Gleba Experience. Bob got screwed. Everybody, my uncle Jeff Albright. Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely.
I'm
Thanks
gonna
for
try-
having me, B. It was fun.
Yeah, this is. I think we're gonna do it again.
Good. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
we're gonna do it again and again. And
We're
again.
going to take this podcast to Joe Rogan level.
Yep.
Past it.
We're gonna road joke in it.
And don't forget, Monster Energy,
Yeah, send it all to him.
Java, Mean Bean. Send
Oh,
it to
yeah.
me. I like it.
I went down to the fields and there was a mean bean.
Did you?
LOL. Have a good day.
Sabadubadaba.
Yeah, I was sure. Whatever. See ya.
Later. Peace.